rocked a small Fairfield community back in the 90s. It's known as the Erasergate. The principal of the Stratfield School in Fairfield was under fire for allegedly changing standardized test score answers. At the time, author Joan Riccitelli was a psychologist at the school. She wrote a book about the scandal called Dear Whistleblower. However, her mystery novel has an unsuspecting twist. Joan, welcome to Connecticut Style. It's great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So this actually happened. It's based on a true story.
It is based on a true story, but there were a lot of differences because hopefully there were no real murders, and this is a murder mystery.
So give us a little bit about the plot.
Well, there are two main characters. One is the killer, and hopefully he's not identified till the end of the book.
Okay.
But the first sentence in the book was he was 13 years old and an 8th grade honor student when he killed for the first time.
Oh,
so
there is a twist, isn't there?
So we get the first murder in chapter 1, and then there's a second murder when he graduates from college, and then he's afraid of the police and decides he's going to just live a good life and become an honest citizen. So he stops killing for a while. Mm-hmm. The second main character is a teacher, a 3rd grade teacher named Patty Bass, who is elated to be hired to teach at the very famous Islandbrook School, which is a stand-in for Stratfield School.
Got it.
Unfortunately, through the school year, she finds out that her famous principal is changing standardized test scores, and that is why her school is always at the top with all the standardized tests.
Ah.
Simply the principal is changing the scores after the kids take the tests.
So was that something that was happening in real life, or we really don't know for sure?
We really don't know for sure. When the scandal hit, we really could not believe that the actual principal was doing this. I believe he was sort of pushed into retirement, but I think a lot of people never believed that he actually changed the scores. I don't think he actually changed them, but the fictional principal does change the scores.
All right, and Joan, what made you write a book about all this?
I just felt I wanted to. At the time, we were all really told or ordered, actually, that we could not discuss any of this with the press, what was going on inside the school, and we were told not to talk to anyone about it. So I had a lot of thoughts and ideas I just wanted to express, and I thought I'd express them in writing. So I started writing in the late 1990s.
And how did it affect the community? I know that you still work in Fairfield.
Oh, yes. The community was really up in arms. The parents at Stratfield School really got crazy. I mean, they were so shocked. They defended the principal. They could not believe that he had done that. And to this day, other parents in Fairfield, of course, probably thought he did. I don't know, but people had different ideas.
She got that wrong.
And would you say it was a coping mechanism for you to write the book?
Perhaps it was. It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been, right.
All right, now what are the plans for you in the future? Any more books in the works?
I do have 2 other books on my computer. I Saw a Murder, A Stranger in Meshack, and they're all about school teachers, but I don't know. It's very hard to write a book.
Oh, I could imagine. I'll take your word on it.
And that's why I kind of put it aside after a couple of years. And then there were some tragedies in my family. My son was diagnosed with leukemia, my daughter-in-law with breast cancer, and at that point I wanted to get away from my real life and get back into the world of Patty Bass, the 3rd grade teacher, and that's why I finished the book, because of a tragedy in my own family. But fortunately, both my son and his wife are now in remission.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Now, Joan, who's going to enjoy reading your book, do you think?
Well, I think any kind of school teacher would really enjoy it. So I'm hoping all the school teachers who are listening will immediately go out and buy a copy of Dear Whistleblower, because it was reviewed by the Connecticut Post, and it was reviewed favorably, and the reviewer said it's a cross between Up the Down Staircase and Dexter.
Oh, wow, that is intense.
So I think anyone who enjoys a murder mystery would enjoy it.
Did you ever think you'd be an author?
No, I really never thought about it too much. It was just that this thing happened, and there was so much pressure on everybody, and everybody was so unhappy and upset, and I think that's probably why I went to the written word.
All right, I could escape. All right, let's put the book on the screen there. Here's a look at it. Dear Whistleblower, you should pick it up. It's a real page-turner. Again, where can you find the book? The book is on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com, and I'm hoping to get it into some stores, but right now it's just on the internet. All right. Joan, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for coming on the show, and best of luck.
Thanks.
All right, coming up next, a whole lot more Connecticut Style. We'll be right back.